Okay, good morning. Today we are going to discuss about the different types of DC generators and their applications. Okay, first of all, the different types of DC generators that divide into two types. The first one is field excitation. The second one is permanent magnetic. Again, the field excitation DC generators divide into two types: the separately excited and self-excited. Okay, the field winding and the armature winding they are separately. The separately excited generators, the self-excited generators. And again, the self-excited generators, there are three types of generators. The first one is series generators. The second one is shunt generator. The third one is compound generator. Again, compound generators are divided in two types. The first one is long shunt DC shunt generators and short shunt DC compound generator. Again, long shunt compound generator again two types: the cumulative compound DC generators and differential compound DC generators. Okay, there are two types: separately excited and self-excited. Self-excited there are three types: series and shunt and compound. And again, compound generators are two types: cumulative shunt, cumulative and differential. Cumulative again two types: long shunt and short shunt. The differential there are two types: differential, long shunt and short shunt. Differential generators. The first one is separately excited DC generators. The DC, the field winding, the total field winding is excited from dedicated DC supplies. The examples for separately excited DC generators, best examples is battery. Okay, here the field winding. Okay, the field winding and here armature winding there are separately. And again, self-excited. The self-excited, the field winding excited from the armature winding. Okay, no need from separated DC supply. But here separately excited, you need the separate DC supply. But here the self-excited DC generators, there is no need separate DC supplies. Because the field winding excited from the armature winding. Okay. According to self-excited DC generators, they're divided into three types. The first one is shunt generators. The shunt generators means the field winding. This is called as a field winding. This is the armature winding. Both are connected in parallel. Okay, the field winding is connected in parallel with armature winding. Okay, both are connected to the load, the supply voltage. Okay, the shunt generators means the field winding is connected in parallel with armature winding. The best examples for shunt generator is lightning load and battery chargings and used for giving excitation to the alternator. The second one is series generators. The shunt generators means the field winding, armature winding both are parallel. But series generators means the field winding and armature winding both are series. But the field winding is connected in series with the armature. The applications of series generators used for the arc lamps and constant current generators and the posters on DC generators. The next one is compound generators. The compound generators are again divided in two types: the short shunt and long shunt. Okay, the short shunt generator, the long shunt generator. The short shunt generator means the shunt field winding is connected across the only armature winding. Okay, that is called as a short shunt. The long shunt generator means the shunt field winding is connected across the armature winding plus series field winding. Okay. Okay, this is called as a long shunt. Short shunt means the shunt field winding across the only armature winding. That is called as a short shunt compound generator. Long shunt compound generator means the shunt winding is connected across both armature winding and field winding. Okay. Both series and shunt windings are used at a common end. Two types. The applications of short shunt and long shunt means used for the driving motors and for small distance operations. Okay, power supplies for hotels and offices and homes. The short shunt means only shunt field winding. The shunt field winding is connected is in the parallel with the armature winding. Okay, the long shunt means the shunt field winding is in parallel with both series and armature winding. Series field winding and armature winding. Okay, here the applications of DC cell generators means used for the lightning loads and battery chargings. and series generator is used for the arc lamps and constant current generator boosters. And separately excited DC generators is used for the again different two types: cumulative compound, differential compound. Cumulative compound used for domestic lightning and energy transmission over long distance. Okay, the differential compound generator used for its more applications for electric arc weldings. Okay. The next one more topic is EMF equation. The EMF equation of DC generator is E equal to Z pi by N into Z pi N in by 60 into Z by P. Here P means the number of poles. Here pi means plex. N means the revolution, the speed of the RPM. Okay, speed in RPM. Next, Z means the number of conductors. P means number of parallel paths. Okay. P is equal to number of poles. Pi is equal to flex for pole. The unit of the flex for pole is Webers. Z equal to total number of armature for conductors. Number of total armature conductors is equal to number of slots into number of conductors of slots. N equal to rotational speed of the armature. Okay, speed of the armature unit is RPM, revolution per minute. A is equal to number of parallel paths in armature is equal to generated for per minute. So according to Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction, the EMF is directly proportional to d pi by dt. E is directly proportional to rate of change of flux. Okay, the average EMF generated for conductors is equal to d pi by dt. You know the d pi equal to flux for one conductor, one revolution. D pi equal to pi into P. dt equal to number of time for one revolution. Number of revolution per second equal to n by speed by 60. Time for one revolution equal to 60 by n. According to Faraday's law of induction, the E is equal to d pi by dt, d pi equal to pi into P, dt equal to 60 by n. So you get the value, final value is pi Pn by 60. That is for number of lap winding. There are two types of winding in generators: lap winding and wave winding. The lap winding in a EMF generator path equal to the multiplications with Z by P. So Z P pi n by 60 into Z by P. For a wave winding, P pi n by 60 into Z by 2. Because the lap winding number of parallel paths P equal to number of poles, but here P equal to A is equal to 2 in wave winding. Okay, so the finally EMF generated in DC generator is equal to P pi n by 16 to Z by A, P by A. Okay, here A equal to for lap winding, A equal to P, A equal to P for lap winding, A equal to 2 for wave winding. Lap winding, wave winding, there are two types of windings for in generators. Okay, thank you.